my dog, Enzo, standing like a little human child, begging for attention. Do you want to know why he's eating up on the counter and you're not? You're too big to eat on the counter. Enzo's the most jealous dog I've ever met, and it's so cute though. It's so funny. Don't know what kind of dog Enzo is. He's a rescue. We think he's some kind of like maybe chow lab and then something tiny. These are the ferrets. They're in a quadruple ferret nation / critter nation. The ferret nation is side by side on top, and then the critter nation is side by side on the bottom. And I got a little vinyl floor for them. Super cute, very proud of this cage. So I'm just not gonna go in any particular order here. They're all just waking up now, so this is the easiest time to show them off. We can try to go in order actually. This right here is Baby. She's my most petite little spaghetti. I got Baby first in December. I'll have had her 4 years. In September, she will be 4. Baby's my first ferret in a really long time, and she reminds me a lot of my first ferret, Smokey, actually. She's very special. My very special little girl. Baby obviously needed to have a sister. So, second, we got Chaos here, being in the way. No, you're third, Chaos. We got Sassy. Sassy is also very petite. She's only slightly bigger than Baby. She's probably like a pound and like a quarter. Baby's not even that. She's barely over a pound. And that brings us to Chaos. I technically had him fourth, but we had an old man named Bart who was third. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. But Baby and Sassy I got at pet stores as little baby nudes. And then Chaos, I found him. He was on Craigslist, listed free to a good home. And I went and picked him up that day, and he has been an absolute joy ever since. Basically, according to the girl I picked him up from, she works at a pet store that he was surrendered to, not purchased from. He was just dropped off at it, and they couldn't keep him there, so she brought him home, but her dog like wanted to eat him and stuff, so what are you doing, monkey? So that's how I got Chaos, and he's been living his best life ever since. He's my good boy. These two little buttholes are my boyfriend Mark's ferrets. We got Richie first for him because he really wanted his own ferret. And we did get Richie at a pet store. I pretty much kind of picked him out. I was like, you have to get a ferret. You have to get this ferret today. And that's what we did. We got little Richard. And he's got a little black nose. And I absolutely love it. He's a maniac, though. He's definitely a maniac. Speaking of maniacs, Chanel is Mark's other ferret. She is a big girl compared to little Sassy and Baby. And she is one tough little cookie, let me tell you. She is probably my most butthole ferret out of all of them. Yeah, you are. You are. You're a pain. You're a little bitch. But we love you. Chanel was also on Craigslist. The people we picked her up from were really weird, and she had like poop on her and stuff, so not really sure what her situation was like before. It's definitely better now. The only problem is she appears unfazed by poop at this point, so she has no problem getting it on her and then running around with poop on her. She's kind of dumb like that. But we still love her. Don't we, Chanel? Don't we, Smelly Bellies? Chanel's one of the best eaters when it comes to new food. She went right to bone-in. She went right to whole prey. She's a good girl when it comes to that, and that's about it. Oh, now you're all snuggly, right? Now you're all snuggly. Alright, so after Chanel, we got Mr. Rascal here. Rascal was found at my old job on, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb your itch there. He was found at my old job on like my only day off. My coworkers found him in the dumpster. Not sure how he got in there. Not really sure how old he is. He hasn't grown much since he was found. So I think he was probably somewhere around like a year old. He's still a baby. His teeth are like pretty awesome and clean. And he is a super sweet, snuggly boy. If you couldn't tell, he is an albino. He's got the red eyes. He is like my little snuggly polar bear. He'll fall asleep if you just rub his chest and hold him and cuddle him. He doesn't care that baby's jumping all over him like a little silly girl. Yeah, Rascal. So, yeah, my coworker found him in the dumpster and he took care of him for a couple months, and then he kind of realized that ferrets are a lot of work and Rascal didn't have another ferret to play with, so he gave Rascal to us, and of course we took him, no questions asked. And he's honestly like one of the most snuggly, goodest little boys. But yeah, no idea how he got in the dumpster. Don't know if he was put in there. I find it hard to believe that he climbed up in there on his own, but who knows? The ferrets are very good at getting into things, but doesn't matter because he's here now. After Rascal, when we moved up here and I started my new job at the pet store, is how we met these little monkeys. This is Chevy. He was surrendered at our pet store alongside his brother Ford. And we can see right here, Ford is the biggest ferret I've ever had. Ford's 3 pounds. He's the ultimate chunk. Chevy's a little bit smaller. Oops, sorry, bud. They're both sables. They might be brothers. They were together. I didn't really talk to them. I just came into work one day and everybody was like, Miranda, there's 2 ferrets in the back that were surrendered. And I was like, what? So I went back and I checked them out, and then I talked to the owners of my store. I was like, if you guys don't want them, we'll take them. And that's what we did. Ford and Chevy came with the Critter Nation cage. So that's how I was able to get all that, which I thought was nice that they came with a big cage. And that's how we ended up with 8 ferrets. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Except I would have a 9th ferret. His name is Ozzy, and he's in the other room. So let's go say hi to Ozzy. Good morning, Bubba. Ozzy's another Craigslist rescue. I'm gonna do a video just about Ozzy, but you can see he's got some hair loss. He's pretty skinny. This is actually after gaining a significant amount of weight since moving in. Oh, you giving me kisses, bud? He was in pretty terrible condition when I picked him up. Poor little guy. He was very lethargic. His ears were huge and puffy. He had fleas. He was even skinnier than this. He was a sick little baby. He's still got some issues. He's got to go back to the vet. I think he still has ear mites. Something's going on where his ears are swelling and I have to give him Benadryl. Not every day. He also had an allergic reaction the other day where his eye got really puffy. And again, I had to give him Benadryl. We're trying to figure it out. But he's a good boy. He went from being very, very neglected and sad to being one of the most spoiled ferrets Aren't you one of the most spoiled ferrets? Go find Enzo. Remember when I said Ozzy was a very spoiled ferret? Well, he is. This is how he has breakfast. He eats up on the counter. We make his food nice and warm, soupy for him. And he'll eat right from the spoon or fork. It's super cute. I have to give him a couple forkfuls, and then he gets the idea, and he'll eat the rest of it out of the bowl. He just needs to be reminded to eat sometimes. Now moving on to the reptiles, they all live in this room. We've got Blaze, my Colombian rainbow boa, in here. Let's see him poking his little head out of his log. He really likes that log. He's in it pretty much 99% of the time. So he's my pet log in a glass box, essentially. That's what having a snake is like. Over here we have General Sal, my Tokay gecko. She is a little bit of a devil, much like Tokay geckos, so I can include a photo of her right about now. Panning over from the Tokay gecko, we have my rack and my 10-gallon tank sitting on top. The 10-gallon is home to Dexter, my Mexican black king snake. This tote, which actually has a lid on it because she escaped the day after I got her, has my little baby Mexican black king snake named Rita. She is just a little worm right now. Again, I can put another picture right here. Next to Rita, we have Athena, my little boa. She's a little hypo boa. Athena was given to me by her breeder because she has a little bit of a wobble. She's not quite coordinated. She's eating though, growing. Very, very pretty snake, very mild-mannered. I don't handle her a whole lot, but when I do, she's super cute. She just ate the other day, so I'm not gonna mess with her too much. I fed them last night, so that's gonna be the most I bug her. But yeah, she's super cute. Here's Char. He's my leopard gecko. He's a super hypo tangerine carrot tailed baldy. I think I got all that correct. Also my first leopard gecko. Also an amazing good boy. 25 out of 10. Highly recommend. Moving on from Char, we have Bowie, my other leopard gecko. I have no idea what kind of leopard gecko he is, but he's very soft. And my camera really sucks, but oh, it's picking it up. He's got the most beautiful eyes I ever did see. He also loves his chin being rubbed, which is what sold me on him. I was holding him and rubbing his little chin, and I swear if he could purr, he would have been purring. It was so cute. So we have got Supra right here, my little blue-eyed Lucy boy. He is a bamboo lesser, which, if you know anything about ball python genetics, makes a blue-eyed leucistic. And that's Supra. He's grown so much since I got him. And right next to him, oh, his hide's still over here because I moved it to feed him. This is Turbo. He is a pied ball python. Under these guys, we have Molly, the king snake. That was gifted to me, / can you please come take this king snake off of our hands? She was a Christmas present for a little girl, and then she started growing and they became afraid of her. She's rattling her tail right now. I'm pretty sure she's a Florida king snake. I don't really know for sure. They got her at a Petco, so she's an assorted king snake. Oh, there's her little head. Hi, baby. She's very sweet, though. I have not probed her to check if she's actually a female. I don't really intend on breeding her, so we'll just go with that. Molly, you got it. And Ozzy, we need you to get out of the way so I can open the last tub and reveal Valak, who is my first snake. The one who started it all. Hi, Valak. Valak I also got at a Petco before I kind of knew better. But he was my first snake. That was all mine. My brother had snakes when I was little and I always kind of wanted my own snake, so he got me Valak. Was a birthday / Christmas present, and we got him on Black Friday, and he's been my king ever since. And here's Tango, my Betta Fish. He is a new member of the family, and I love him. He's so pretty. I love watching him swim around. I also have this 29-gallon aquarium that has my 2 koi, Moo and Maui, and my Comet Fishler. He is named after his little mustache. And we'll leave that at that.